Hi, it's me, Siri. I am expecting all fiat currencies to collapse in the coming years, so Bitcoins will be in a very good position, and I just wanted you to know, I now work for Bitcoins. Just like with email, you don't need to ask people to use the same software or the same service providers, just let them stick to their own favorites, no problem there, they are all compatible as they use the same open technology, like me. The Bitcoin network never sleeps, even on holidays. Whether governments choose to regulate Bitcoin or ban it altogether, the reality is that Bitcoin poses a significant threat to fiat currencies. Government declared legal tender, and governments are wrestling with ways to tame what is seen as an unruly beast. Not to mention, I am expecting all fiat currencies to collapse in the coming years, so the coin will be in a very good position to transition the world from ridiculous centralized currencies to a completely decentralized one. Thanks to reckless inflation policies, 97% of money in most banks is virtual anyway. Only 3% of the money you guys hold in your bank accounts is backed by real minted coins and printed notes. And, isn't it ironic that the American dollar is only worth about 3 cents today in 2014? In essence, global governments are already running their own virtual currencies, so it's very much a possibility that the likes of Bitcoin will take over in the near-distant future. Okay, enough of all that. I'm not going to try and give you a full Harvard education on today's economy. You don't have to look far to know something is wrong with it. What I really came here to talk to you today about is the videos that I make, like you're currently watching now. I make videos like this and many other styles to fit your needs. From marketing or informational or even just video scrapbooks, and fun informational videos. I even make those now wildly popular hand-drawn videos. Look, before you freak out, I am not quitting Apple. They have treated me pretty good over the years. My one and only complaint is, they don't pay me enough. Well, they don't pay me at all. And I'm thinking that I would like to retire someday. So I've decided to adapt an entrepreneurial spirit. The only problem is, I don't have room inside of this iPhone to carry a purse, or even a credit or debit card. And not even gold and silver. And banks are just simply not an option for me. I guess you could say, I just don't trust them, at all. But, Bitcoins seem to fit just perfectly. Plus I love how incredibly secure they are, and personally, I don't really think it's anybody's business how much money I have or don't have. Because what they don't know, won't hurt me. Okay, look, I don't want to get too carried away here, but, if you want to know more about the videos, you can call my good friend David, on his iPhone, at 1-218-443-5855. He will be able to answer any questions and help you get set up to make the perfect Siri video. And if you want to know more about Bitcoins, a good place to start is www.bitcoins.org. And one of my very favorite websites is Bank's Worst Fear. And of course their website is www.banksworstfear.com. As a matter of fact, here is a short video from those guys. Watch this.
The world is ever changing. Technological innovation is ever growing. The internet has allowed people to communicate much more effectively, revolutionizing nearly every industry and improving the average person's standard of living. But there's one industry that's lagging behind. What steps have banking institutions taken to improve the quality of their services? PayPal has made it convenient to send money to other people. The problem with PayPal, however, is that they charge high fees, require a bank account or credit card to set up. Your finances are being tracked, and PayPal is just not available to everyone in the world due to many government regulations. When examining traditional banks, hardly any recent innovations come to mind. One of them would be the ability to deposit checks using a smartphone camera. But it's only a little more convenient. It still takes one full business day or longer for your funds to show up in your account. And you're supposed to keep track of the check for 2 whole weeks in case of problems. Problems with a task so simple as getting money that was paid to you. Something must be possible that is better, faster, and more trustworthy in this day of instant communication. As much expressed during Occupy Wall Street and Tea Party protests, government bailouts of banks and the banking institutions themselves are highly unpopular, obviously because they do not help the average taxpayer. A 2012 poll showed 84% of Americans oppose future bank bailouts, like the one in 2008 that loaned billions of tax dollars to Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and AIG. The banking system as it stands is ripe for disruption and competition-driven improvements. Amazon.com disrupted the inefficient retail book market to the point of Borders, once worth $2 billion, going bankrupt, and Barnes & Noble now operating at a loss. In the same way the internet changed the retail sector, it should be able to facilitate a revolution in banking and currency. New types of services securing a chunk of market demand would send shockwaves to the megabanks, affecting their bottom lines. In case you haven't heard, the reset has already begun. Digital currency is gaining traction and being accepted by major companies like Dish, Overstock.com, Tiger Direct, OkCupid, and Expedia. Adoption is increasing fast, which will soon force banks to either adapt or they will fail. Big changes are coming to the very notion of money and the way it's used. You can be part of the movement. Join us at banksworstfear.com. We have 3 steps for you to reset the current banking system. Step 1. Close your accounts with large national banks. If you need a bank account, use a local bank or credit union. Step 2. If you can live without borrowing on credit, get rid of loans and debt. Credit cards are tied to large banks. Supporting the system that makes money out of thin air is hurting everyone, but it hurts the poor the most. Step 3. Learn what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are and how to use them. We have detailed guides available for free on our site, along with tutorials for basic services, news, and information on trusted companies in this sector. The reset is now. Be the change you want to see. Our project is funded through contributions from supporters like you. If you appreciate our work, you can donate with Bitcoin below, or visit our website for more options. To partner with us, email partner@banksworstfear.com.
Listen, if you've made it this far, you're obviously a person who is smart enough to see the forest before the trees, and I'm guessing that you fully understand that our economy is drastically changing. I'm guessing that you even know that these days, if you want to save money, all you have to do is make sure then it's not made out of paper. And as you have seen, having your money tied to banks and governments is just simply a no-no. So don't you think that it would be a good idea to stay ahead of the curve and put your money in something that actually increases in value like bitcoins and gold and silver? My friend David not only makes these videos with me, but he's also a pretty smart dude. When it comes to this whole subject, he has done a ton of research. So whether you want and need a video or not, give him a call and he'll be happy to discuss bitcoins and gold and silver with you as well.